Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new TJ's The World According to Wrestling. And I am your host, TJ Wiggins. And, I would like to sit down and discuss, some thoughts and some observations that I made over, the past 5 or 6 days or so. Sorry this video's coming out so late, but, I had a holiday and stuff, kind of got a little sidetracked visiting with family. We're going to talk about AEW, Dynamite. We're going to talk about Impact Wrestling. We're going to talk about Friday Night Smackdown. And so, let's just go ahead and dive in. The AEW Dynamite, it wasn't bad. There was a good match between Hobbs and Page. That was good. Hobbs has really come along since then. Since we first saw him. Dude has facials, he has attitude, he has presence. You would think that he would be, if you just looked at that match, you would think he was the more experienced one of the two. But he's not. And Page, they've just completely cooled him off. I mean, it's alright to not have him go immediately after the world title after his tag team with Kenny Omega broke up. But Jesus Christ, man. He has no heat. The fans really don't care about him. I mean, he was supposed to be cool. I mean, he had the cowboy shit? If he was into that, if he's, kept on doing that, he would be great right now. And he gets bloodied every single match. And the thing is, there was no blade jobs in either of those matches. Yet he still gets bloodied. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Just sloppy. One was Joey Janela's boot hitting him in the face, and the next one was by his own fault. He tripped and stumbled and hit his own head. Cut his own head open. And, moving on from that, the continued rivalry of Darby Allin and Sting versus Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, which, I thought concluded at Double or Nothing. But, that's what I get for thinking that it's over. Sting's out there supposedly carrying this coffin or this casket, but either through PG means or the fact that they're ripping off the WWE, it's not that. And so they're calling it a coffin match. Ooh. Because apparently it can't say casket. But I thought this feud concluded in Sting. It's nice to have Sting as a partner because, he's just going to walk his way to the ring. He's not in any rush or any hurry to do anything. So it'd be great to have him watching my back. This broken 62-year-old body. But anyways, moving on. A tag match with Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero versus Reba and Britt Baker. That doesn't make any sense either. Have Vicky Guerrero the manager. She's not supposed to be in the match. Yeah, it's two wrestlers and two managers, but Rebel was actually a wrestler. Vicky Guerrero has never been a wrestler before, ever. Why are you having her in a tag match? She gets beat, and Rebel gets injured. It's every time. It's every time there's a match in AEW, somebody walks away injured. This doesn't make any sense. But, Britt Baker got the win. Hooray for her. People are cheering for her even though she's a heel. Which is, is not how wrestling's supposed to be. And, oh my God, the facial hair of the Elite. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you have Kenny Omega looking like a great value Triple H. He's trying so hard to be just like him. He even has the mustache. He has the mustache and the sideburns. Like Lemmy Kilmister. It's the young fucks. One of them has a nose ring. I'll guarantee you that's not a real nose ring. I will guarantee it. Because there's no way that they're going to let them do that to him in his face. You know, he's too Christian for that. You know, Christian as fuck is what he says. But, you know, that's AEW for you. And, you know, now we move on to Impact. You know, there's some alright things on there. It was an alright 6-man tag. You know, Omega came out there and cut another promo. It was an alright promo. I mean, you know, it sucked with his, you know, phone sex, breathy voice. There's no bass in his voice at all. There's none whatsoever. It's all just, you know, floaty, like he's on a cloud or something. But anyways, you know, there's a 6-man tag match. You know, Moose left. Falaba and Sami Callihan got beat. And they got beaten up by Omega. And, you know, the Good Brothers. And this whole collecting belt thing is truly something to behold. Because you have the world champion of your company who works for another organization, another wrestling promotion. That, you know, that's really smart. That makes a lot of business sense. You know, but anyways, I got to see Violent by Design. You know, they're great. They came in and beat, you know, people up, you know, doing what they're supposed to be doing. I guess they're the tag champs of the Freebird rule. Although I'd like to see Eric Young, you know, defend the belts. Or have him go after a single belt. I think that would be great. Jason Alexander is still defending the X Division title, which I think he's a good wrestler. I think he's really nice. If I had a wrestling company, I would have him in my X Division. Just fantastic. You know, but now we go on to Friday Night Smackdown. And, you know, with every other WWE wrestling show, somebody comes out there for the first 20 minutes and cut a 20-minute promo. Which, I could just skip the first 20 minutes. Because nothing good happens anyways. Yeah, Edge came out there, but, you know, hooray. I feel so excited. He and Roman are going to fight. Roman's going to win. And that's going to set up a match between either him against The Rock or John Cena at SummerSlam. They're just using this as a buffer, as a stop at Money in the Bank. The women's Money in the Bank is atrocious, especially on the SmackDown side. Because, you know, Sonya Deville is just putting people into the match. And yeah, you know, it's a part of the gimmick, part of the storyline or whatever. But Jesus Christ, man, you have Carmella. Carmella can't wrestle her way out of a wet paper bag. That's just ridiculous. You know, another thing is that this whole Baron Corbin's, honest to God, crying. He was crying how he lost his money, lost his faith, and all this, you know, bullcrap and all this garbage. But I guess he's really going to do that positive Corbin thing. Excuse me. Which, you know, is just absolute grisly death. It's going to be an entire Kerwin White thing, except for the guy's actually going to be white this time. As opposed to being Mexican like Chavo Guerrero. And funny thing is, Edge was beating up Reigns. No, excuse me. He's beating up one of the Usos. The same way he beat up Reigns, had the fucking stick in his mouth, and they both had the same facial expressions, which I thought was pretty funny. You could definitely tell that they were Samoan there. But I think that would be a good match. I would like to see that match. But we all know who's going to win. Roman Reigns is going to win. And as opposed to who's going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, there's no really telling who's going to win. I think Sami Zayn personally is going to win. But, that's just me. That'll tie into a bunch of this whole conspiracy thing. But hey, we'll see what happens. And, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below on what you think about me, my performance, or what you think about the wrestling shows. And, I'll see you all next. Those are my thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.